car and told Walter Urban to grab his gun. And McCall.
Watch how they tell the stories they tell about you.
They were down and that he was safe.
Watch how they tell you truth.
Urban received 3.
They might not be true to you.
The next day, he told a very different story.
Watch how they tell the stories they tell about you. Watch how they tell them to you. You wanna know.
Mr. McCall started jittering, shaking his steering wheel. Coughed like he got a flat tire. When he did finally stop, he walked in front of the car, came around to the side of Sam's door. When he opened the door for Sam, as Sam turned.
Watch how they tell the stories they tell about you. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. You know they ain't gonna tell you.
And he said he remembered.
Watch how they lie, watch how they lie, watch with your wise eyes, 'cause they won't tell the truth. No, they won't tell the truth.
Not dead. But he said he pulled out his gun.
So I'm just singing all kinds of shit, you know. My voice is all raspy and shit. Like, I won't take advantage of this rasp.
He tried to pretend that he was dead so that they wouldn't, kill him. But he still was alive.
Oh, watch how, watch, oh, watch how. They be doing some fucked up shit to us. But there's this movie in my head.
Polarizing event, and both sides sort of had pretty.
It's the most beautiful movie.
The white press in Florida portrayed it as
that I ever dreamt about.
A rape case, what a horrendous thing.
And I don't have the money to put out there.
The black press and more liberal papers in Florida portrayed
it's called
it as
slurgatory.
Sort of a racial atrocity.
Slurgatory. Like slave purgatory. Freedom. Freedom. Ain't freedom no more. Now we be free. That's me. Freedom. Oh yes. Freedom. Oh yes, I said freedom ain't freedom no more. It's up to me to be free. Hey.
Most of the black children, so when you hear Willis V. McCall, that was a man you didn't tangle with.
So slurgatory, right? Here is how slurgatory, what it is about. I've never written a movie before. I've written them in my head.
And only when we know that about ourselves, I think, are we equipped then to deal with it.
So, slurgatory.
Charles Greenlee to me is a hero. He took everything that a system.
So a child is killed, kind of like present day now.
He survived.
A child is killed, like
he's not bitter.
You know, around this current events. Child is killed by a police officer.
From the people who have survived.
Murdered.
From the original members of the Groveland Forum.
And the police officer gets off. It's obvious murder. Common sense murder. Obvious murder. But the police officer gets off. The police officer's white. The child is black. There's this thing in the Bible about purgatory, right? And purgatory is where you go to rest your soul until you're called for judgment. It's my understanding in the Christian belief. So, in between heaven and hell, but not in life, like the physical. I guess. I don't know. I'm making it too deep. Anyway, purgatory. This child goes to, instead of his own time, because the way that this is set up is that each time is going to go to their own purgatory stage, right? So the slaves went to purgatory during back that time. And they're waiting in that time, in that instance, metaphysically. Anyway. Okay, that was a commercial. So anyway. So the little boy, the child gets killed, kind of like what happened to Trayvon Martin. The police officer gets off, kind of what happened to George Zimmerman. And he wasn't even a police officer. Then, from there, the father of the black child is basically a warrior mindset. So he's speaking on this deeper than what the average people are speaking on. He's speaking on it in terms of WSC. We will find more about that out in the future. So, but right now I'm going to use just that acronym. Anyway, so he's speaking more in that terms. What's going on in current event, and he's tired of it. So he's speaking on it in a divine manner. Such a divine manner that he's also targeted for death. Well, the little boy, remember, is in slave purgatory during that time. And all these slaves just probably think that, because they're not aware of what is going on in present day life. All these slaves are probably thinking that people are still slaves, and that's just how it is, you know, because no one goes to a different time purgatory. Usually, this child went there by some kind of metaphysical mix-up. Anyway, so he's there and he's telling them that no, it's nobody, black people aren't slaves, but black people are being enslaved in the streets. They're, you know, being killed, and it's horrible, and all this, you know, and all that. And he's telling them the atrocities of what's going on. And these slaves in this purgatory, you know, they are taking this in, and there's special gifts that they also have attained over time, but not able to intertwine with present day life, which is all purgatories are the same, right? So these people in this stage, you know, have developed metaphysical gifts, spiritual gifts that are amazing to do all kinds of different things, but they are not able to go into present day time. So anyway, back on, you know, in present day current events. So the father is speaking about what happened to his son. He's in turmoil about this. He's in stress about this. He's tired of this. He's speaking about it in such a way that it's effective, right? So he's drawing the people in, and he's targeted also for death, and he's also killed. And when he's killed, now all hell breaks loose, because he also, by some kind of divine intervention, metaphysical mix-up, he also goes to this same slave purgatory, this same time purgatory. And he does not have that spirit of, like black folks today, let's forgive, let's, you know, try to work together. No, this man does not have that spirit at all. He has the spirit of challenge, uproar, warrior. He is Nat Turner, turned up, maybe now. So he is caught up in this slave purgatory also. He's there. And he unleashes, he tells, the slaves in this time zone that, look, it is fucking horrible. It's fucking disastrous. They killed us. Police are killing black people. They're murdering them under the pretense that we're free. Everything is going horribly wrong. It's not anything that is good, and it's not even just enslavement anymore. Now it's mental slavery. It's just too much, right? So they make a way somehow divine to come into present day society with these two present day people, black people who have been killed and now rushed into there. And now they also have attained these different gifts. And they are also murderous because they are following the lead of a man who is totally a warrior, just a warrior spirit at this time, right? And they're able to get into people's bodies and possess them. They do shit like they just have no, I mean, it's the most horrible horror movie you could ever see, right? Because this is slaves getting back white people for slavery, for kidnapping. They remember Africa. They remember different things. So they're unleashing information into internet society. They're unleashing true stories. They're just breaking the boundaries of enlightening and awakening black people, and all the coons that won't wake up, slash. You see what I'm saying? So, and they're literally overtaking white people's bodies and making the white people to commit suicide, making the white people to go absolutely insane, telling certain truths about their families. I mean, just making them, and then they're also making them to attack each other. I mean, they're just creating pandemonium, just causing payment upon retribution without fail. This is what is going on with this spiritual legion of entities, right? So this is this movie. This is the movie that's been playing in my head for about, I want to say about 4 years now, 4 or 5 years now. I want to say that it's been avidly playing in my head for, and maybe even longer than that, but I want people to actually take advantage of this movie, right? I want them to actually, somebody who has the money to write it, why not? Because it is awesomely not been done before. That's one thing. It's not been done before. It is an idea that is utterly, unbelievably frightening. It is so frightening that it's just, you're definitely going to get an uproar. Even if people just heard the premise of the movie, they're going to go rabid. So, that movie has been really, like I said, it's been running around in my head for a long time. And I definitely think that somebody should write it, because, it will give a subliminal that can't be forgotten. I mean, we see horror movies all the time, and that movie Get Out, it was scary, but it's not scary like this movie. It's not scary like this movie. I'm watching all of these. I don't know how it got to this one right here. It's like this. Oh, wow. Just so happened to be I'm watching the Sandra Bland incident. That's crazy. That just can't. It must be on this movie that I'm watching. Let me see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is actually on this movie that I'm watching. The police have been lying to you since 1865. Well, shit, we know that. But and now, you know, I mean, and it just all goes back to, just like I said, sluggatory all goes back to what's happening to black people and people of color all over the world right now. You know, it's what's happening to people of color all over the world right now. And so we can feel it, right? And so we have emotions. And every time something happens, man, we get disastrous. We just be like, emotion, 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 emotion. Like it's just too much, you know? So here's the thing. Why not take back the power of our emotions? It's just an idea. Like, I think that would be so powerful to be able to take back the power of your emotions, of your lost emotions. You're not being able to grapple on yourself, you know, like take back yourself. So why don't we do that? And if someone has enough money to do it, look, it's like this. I'm giving you an idea that I know is going to make money because everybody will want to see it. Everybody. You know? They will want to see it, right? They'll want to see what happens at the end. They'll want to see what's in the minds of... Because they'll think of it like, what's in the minds of black people really? Like, and I'm giving an opportunity for people to understand what people unconsciously think about powerfully, forcefully, right? And it shouldn't be this scary thing because, look, when we watch Jason or the slasher movies and all those crazy ass movies, you know, I don't want to say, but WSC is crazy and it does reflect, but you know, I don't even want to use WSC because it reflects too deeply. And this right here is just a take back of emotions because black people don't have it. I don't give a fuck the perception that they have given us about ourselves. I say don't believe anything that a foreign invader who kidnapped your people, don't believe any fucking thing that they say to you. Find out as much as you can. Go back as far as you can, but do not believe anything that someone who kidnapped you and force you to work, force you to think a certain way in order for you to residually work, thought of you as animals, did not think of you as worthy to learning, found out that you were worthy to learning, and then wanted to base your learning around their thought processes. And they literally did not hide it. They call it assimilation. Let us stop being so special. Like, we don't have to. We don't have to if we don't want to. We could just be ourselves. Be great. Take back our emotions. Take back our lives. Take back us. You know, even if we don't know exactly where our origins come from. Really. Because it's always some debating something every day. Even the name Africa and the land of the divide. So it's always something debating something. So even though we know we from over there and over here and over here, because I tend to accept what I say, believe, what I say, what I think, that we are everywhere. Because, I mean, Earth proves it. Other than dreams, other than visions, other than, you know, what they call them, premonitions and visions. And premonitions are different or the same. Other than, you know, things coming into fruition where you could just see them. So, other than all that, you know, just let us know that we are what the world is proving to us. Unearthed things are unearthed every day that could not be brought to these places, right? Way back when in the 80s, I remember, like, because I'm 41 years old. So way back when in the 80s, this right here is, I knew this, like in I don't want to say the 70s because I was very little then, but the 80s. I remember people talking. I remember people talking to me. I had an interest in reading. I had an interest in learning. So, and I also, it all goes very deep. But I had an interest, right? So I found out and the Art of Attraction is really true. It's something that is older than the book that's new. Anyway, I've seen this all over, through pictures, through books or whatever, through pictures, more reading pictures than reading words, because words can really kind of destroy you. They can distort what the truth is. In fact, that's what they're doing, And so you kind of want to veer away from, especially as a child, you want to veer more towards real pictures that you can see in front of you. At least for me, that really was working. And I am a good reader. So please, it's not that I spur away from reading or understanding comprehension, anything like that. No, I don't do that. I just want to see what's going on before I believe what people are saying, and that's a gift of being in tune also. And people that are in tune with the earth, with themselves, with the source, we understand these things. So those pictures were valuable to me that I seen everywhere. And I was so very gifted or it was gifted to me. Information is what I'm saying. Information was so gifted to me that I was able to see everywhere, like Tanzania, from Tanzania to Egypt to West Africa to Nigeria to Senegal to Liberia, all these different pictures. South Africa, all these different places, Cape Town, all these different places that's in South Africa, Johannesburg, all these different places, was able to see pictures, was able to see video, was when that was, because it was available in the 80s, was able to see and pay attention to these things, right? And I saw time after time things that looked like myself, I saw high cheekbones. I saw full lips. I saw opened eyes. I saw and I don't want to say wide because that's kind of weird, but I want to say open because I saw open eyes, right? I saw different things that was, and even I saw my skin color, in many cases all over the damn world, man, all over the world. It's not South. It's from Africa to South America to up there where the Eskimos are. Antarctica, I think it is. I don't know. The North Pole, where Santa Claus is not. I could see similarities to myself, right? Even I've been blessed over time, or I've been gifted information over time that allowed me to see things in Australia, that allowed me to see black people in Germany, that allowed me to see, way back when, because there's information, it just keeps going back, even though people try to destroy it, and that's sick, So, but here's the thing. We're from everywhere. We are everywhere. So, and even though we are mixed up in this everywhere and we feel like we don't know where we're from because we've been kidnapped from everywhere, either kidnapped mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, look, This is what's happened. Nobody really wants to touch it either. Like, nobody wants to pay attention. When you start talking about it, black people don't want to pay attention in America because black people are just tired of going through it. We just want to imagine that President Barack Obama going into office was the end of it somehow. Even in the midst of us being killed at such a high rate because such a madness was going on with WSC not being able to handle this black man being chief, the president. And you know, and crazy WSC, mania was on rabid control and still is, because once WSC gets a taste of blood, rabid animal Neanderthal behavior begins. And it is not easily put back in. It is like Pandora's box, they tell you. So, it is this. And so, with us, what we do is we suffer every emotion of it instead of strength. It's like a dog barking at you, right? I've experienced this times, you know. A dog will bark at you, right? I don't know. Please, y'all, don't think I be fighting with animals because I don't, right? Okay, but a dog will bark at you, right? And when I was little, because I could run fast, if a dog barked at me, I'm running, jumping into a tree, and I'm going to climb it. I don't give a shit. Like, call me a monkey, call me whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not getting bit. So, I was skilled to do these things, but I was always afraid of dogs until I got mad. My grandmother told me a story, and it's probably not that popular. It ain't that great, but it happened with my grandmother. A dog bit my grandmother, and my grandmother bit the damn dog back. Look, it was the old days. It was the old days. So that right there made me, it empowered me, if you will, right? It made me to be angry at the dogs that will bark at me and not even think sensibly, right? So I was able to do crazy shit, like really crazy shit. I know I have not ever bit a dog back, no. And a little tiny dog bit me one time, but I wanted to throw that, but I didn't. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that these, okay, let me say this different. No, I can't. These rabid animals, right? What I would do to the dogs, let me tell you a story that is, don't do this, please, if you're afraid of dogs or whatever. Just don't do this shit. I do this. It's a different thing going on with me, whatever. Anyway, dog, just the other day, I was walking down the street, right? And a dog, three dogs, I'm not lying, 3 dogs were barking at me. And they started barking at me forcefully like they were going to cause me to run. No, baby. I'm too old for all that shit. I'm not running away from you motherfuckers. So instantly, and this is something that I don't encourage anyone else to do. I do not support anyone else doing this. But in instinct with me, I just went into the mode of, if they try to attack me, I will attack their fucking ass. It's going to be a fight. So my voice got bigger, kind of like what people tell you to do with a bear. My voice got bigger, and these were all loose dogs, right? So here's the thing. If one dog attacks you, all of them will, right? So I thought about, I think about that type of stuff, and I go into instinct mode, like I'm going to fucking kill him. So I did that, and the dogs backed the fuck away from me and just looked at me. My whole walk after, they just looked at me like, okay, well, I'm going to leave this woman the fuck alone. That sometimes has to happen with WSC. In fact, it would be wise. I use that analogy on every damn thing. I don't fucking play. Like, no. I'm not going to be anybody's fucking pounding patty or whatever the fuck it is. I will fucking pound you. I will pound you if you try to pound me. That's it. Only old white rich women can pound me. That's it. Nobody else. Anybody else try to pound me, it's on. But old white, listen, rich, okay, not poor women. That's it. Okay? Because I have a whole plan. You see what I'm saying? If you hit me, you old bitty, I love you. Thank you very much. But I will take your ass straight to court, and I am hurt. I don't give a fuck how strong your hands are, bitch. I'm hurt. Do you understand? You and the ground that you made hit me to fuck me up. I want you to already know. So any old rich white women you think you're strong, you know, make sure you got them, you know, that money enough, you know, because look, I'm not playing. But listen, if you need somebody to hit, you need me to hit, you need me to be the one that you hit. Come on, old Rockefeller ass lady. Yes, hit me. I love you. You are, take that anger out. Just please, 90 years old, 102, please, you are going to hurt me. So those are the only people that are able to pound me. And that's it. Not even old rich white men. I don't even want you to put your hands on me. Get the fuck away from me. No, leave. I'm calling the police. Only old rich white women. Period. Okay? That's it. So now, and here's the thing. Nobody else. Pootie Tang. Nobody else. And nobody else. Yes. Okay? So, that being the case, WSC, whenever are trying to mentally pound you, because you can't get paid for that. You can't get paid for that. Okay? Stop it, black people. You can't get paid if WSC is just mentally taking advantage of you. You can't, because you're mentally taken advantage of, and you're probably not even wanting to be paid, or you think you're being paid in some type of way that is good. Okay? You're being assimilated. Cooned, if you will. Anyway, that movie is, to me, that movie is a way to get back at the rabbit with equal rabbit behavior, but only in cinematic truth, right? Right? See, it does something. It just like the movie Get Out. It does something, right? Wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on here. I'm watching on TV and stuff like that.
Looking for the Black Lives Matter protesters. I don't see them.
Oh my God, this guy is kind of crazy. I don't know what this is, but I don't know. I don't know what he was out there. Maybe, you know, here's the thing that I tell you too that kind of amazes me. It's about to go off too. Here's the thing that kind of amazes me. That when people evolve from behaving like buffoons, people will try to get them back into that buffoonery. People that are stuck in regression will try to get them to stay in that buffoonery, right? Is that not the craziest thing in the world? Is that not the craziest thing in the whole wide world? Y'all, I'm in the bathtub. That's why I'm not showing anybody, because that's just not going to be right. I'm not trying to create that type of atmosphere. And I have a face mask on.
Hoover had gone after persons like Marcus Garvey. Garvey's organization, the Universal Negro Improvement Association, had a membership numbering in the millions. and somehow Hoover found this threatening and worthy of surveillance and undermining attack. Garvey's influence had been international and had drawn world attention to America.
So yeah,
And black people.
thing is, let me tell you something about the bathtub too. I am, I guess what the epitome of water baby is. I'm a water baby. I really am. But here's the thing. I don't like no big bodies of water. Ain't nobody put me on a cruise ship, none of that shit. That's not how I'm going back to Africa, okay? Done had enough of that. No, but yeah, I'm not a cruise ship type person. I don't like big bodies of water. I don't even like big swimming pools if I'm alone in the swimming pool. And now with the nastiness of the world and how people are just so damn disgusting, pissing in the pool and everything, you know. I mean, I know that was the nastiest of the world before, but we was children. We ain't give a fuck. But now, no, that's disgusting to me. So, and I like science. So when you like science, everything is kind of disgusting. But anyway. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I don't even like big bodies of water. But I love, like, you know, spas, jacuzzis, bathtubs, bubbles, mud, all that type of stuff. I dig that shit all day long, all day. So I think it was a hard time for them.
United States government says that change must come in South Africa through peaceful means. The same government has over 500,000 troops in Vietnam fighting not white people but brown Vietnamese. So in a small
Yep.
the civil rights movement was also subjected to heavy attacks.
I think it's hard for white people to understand black greatness. I just do. Okay? Tell you why I think it's hard. I think it's hard because they see it and it just fucking pisses them off. Like, they see it and it's too much. I get some shit you can't believe. Like, why? Why is this even so? Why is this even possible? It's not possible. We're gonna lie. It's possible for us. We're gonna say it's us. That's what, you know, that's what it is. The news is telling us that our beautifully orange president is in trouble again. He's a bad boy. He is a bad, bad boy. I tell you, boy. I tell you. But you know, nothing could make a president before him look better. Nothing could make the one before him look better. Huh? Than this shit right here. Huh? It's like y'all gave that black man a chance for him. Y'all wanted him to subconsciously prove that we could do it. Right? But then y'all backed it up with some shit because of the ignorance of the world. Backed it up with some shit where first there was a reality. The reality was he wasn't the worst president in the world. The reality was he was a pretty good president. The reality was he did things for people who did things for themselves. That was what the reality was, right? So, and the reality was that he got shit done, right? So by that happening, and this president who is coming in, who's now here, it makes it just look like it kind of just makes it look icky. It kind of just makes you think about all the other presidents before that were icky, where you're looking at this black president to prove that he was, he could do it. Not even that he was good or great, but that he could do it. And then come to find out, he's like one of the greatest. Yeah. And then the one who's one of the worst, probably gonna go down in office as the worst, actually said that one of the greats was the worst. It's crazy. He said that Obama went on too many vacations. He's now 6 months and 61 days. No, I think he might even be more than that. Days into vacation time, where President Obama was 6 months in 21 days. I'm just saying. The reason why, though, I'm just saying is because our beautifully orange president was always ragging on the president before him for something that he is doing, and that president, something that he is, what, tripling up, right? And then our crazy Republicans, not all of y'all, I was telling y'all, I was like, look, closet Democrats, Republicans on the rise, understand, you cannot get this man in office. Go vote for her or go vote for Bernie. I was for Bernie. We could have all did this together. We was all on the same page, but hate and stupidity, ignorance, and the inability to change, fear, all kept us from getting this man Bernie Sanders in office. We could be somewhere different right now. Doing something different right now. Getting something different done right now. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm just kind of, I don't know. We had a great choice. We really did. I really do think Bernie, but we was looking for someone who was going to disrespect us. Somebody who was going to curse us out. Kind of like when you get in a bad relationship. What is wrong with you people? Like, I don't understand. Everybody is like, a bad relationship is bad. A bad relationship has these signs right here. You see the bad relationship. Grabbing me in the pussy, that ain't a good relationship. Grabbing other women in the pussy while I'm pregnant, no. We can't be, that ain't no good relationship. You with this country, all of a sudden, you easing your hands in the genitals of Russia. I mean, I'm just saying, look. All I'm saying is that we gotta change. We gotta change. What we doing? Look, I don't hate anyone, right? Here's the thing. I don't hate anyone. But for me to be honest, I have to say, I have certain prejudices against certain things because of certain prejudice that were thrust upon my people and have been thrust upon me even since I was a child. Before I could even understand. I give you an example. I was on a bus with my grandmother when I was about 4 or 5 years old. And I remember there was this white guy and he had this, what I thought to be a beautiful tattoo because it was elaborate, it was huge, it was beautiful. It just was like, and it was on, I think, his leg or arm or something, leg, somewhere where I could see. I think it was on his leg, right? And it was huge. And I think that I pointed at it and said it was pretty. And I remember this man looking down at me and saying, "Don't touch me, you little niglet." And I don't know if I knew it was bad. I knew it was bad the way he said it because he was so angry. But until my grandmother responded, I really didn't know how bad it was. My grandmother responded in a way that probably had that man, like, I don't remember any force or anything like that. I just remember my grandmother having the last fucking word, and that's it. That's all, right? So this has been thrust upon me and helped me to create my prejudice. Now, I don't have the same prejudice that WSC has, because my prejudice don't lead to racism. One, I don't have the funding for racism. And if I had the funding for racism, to me, it would be counterproductive for my own rise. So I just would not be involved. I'm sorry. I'm just not involved in that type of lifestyle where I'm not interested. Black people are not interested in what WSC is up to. We just trying to cure it from our own self. Anyway, ever since I was a child and growing up, these things have been developing me to have my prejudices. And so that's what my prejudices are like. My prejudices are my thoughts of how I can't stand how white people behave. I can't stand white privilege. I cannot stand if individuals try to, based upon the color of their skin, try to be superior to me. I can't, based upon anything. I don't give a fuck. You could be a fucking genius. You better fucking talk to me like you know you got sense. Like, that's it. Like, we're gonna talk to each other like we talk to like each other's gonna talk to us. Like, yes, we're gonna get an even exchange here. So don't talk to me crazy and want decent talk. Don't want any kind of Southern, I don't know what the fuck that is, Southern slavery, coonery, none of that shit. All that shit is crazy. If you tell me to shut up, I'm gonna tell your ass to shut the fuck up. And I will continue talking. Look, this is the thing. We all have a way that we can, I understand prejudices, because especially with white people of today, they were kind of born into this shit like I was born into this shit. But using excuses, like perpetuating it, because to me, perpetuating racism by any means is not necessary, and it's fuckery. Like, no, I don't give excuses like white privilege wants you to. That's stupid. That's counterproductive. That's enabling someone to treat you like a fucked up individual. That's a bad relationship again. Just like we end with this president. We might think it's so emotional, you know, it's like emotional. It's an emotional high. I understand bad relationships are emotional and almost beautiful because they're so emotional, so passionate. Like, he's gonna say something crazy, grab him in the pussy. Oh my God, did you hear that? That's our president, you know? But he don't come back with any stuff that make you want to woo up to him, you know? No, he comes back with more bullshit. It's like the relationship don't have a chance to be, it didn't have a honeymoon. It don't have a chance to be a good relationship. It's, you know, and I'm saying for the country. I'm not speaking for the country. I'm saying as for the relationship with the country, us in the country. And that means that not just a relationship with individuals that wanted you to be president just because of whatever agendas that they have, or just individuals that just wanted you to be president. I mean, everybody at a certain place, and I have to compare it. At a certain place, Barack Obama people did not want him to be, some people did just look. WSC did not want this man to be in office. Now, that's just the truth. Now, we gonna call it what we want to, whatever. WSC just did not want for this man to be in office. So it was some people that hated it, right? But what did Obama do? What did Barack Obama do? This man passed health care reform. This man brought the one with, you know, I don't know his name. I don't want to say his name because I might say the wrong name. I want to say I'm not gonna say his name. That's right. He brought two of them. Not one, but 2 to my remembrance. You know, to a final completion. I think even 3. I want to say 3 because I do remember 3. One of them I just didn't really agree with, so I'm not going to say anything. And it's not what the masses thinks. Like, I don't give a fuck about what the masses thinks. I'm talking myself into complete dry mouth. Okay, but anyway, you know, Obama was able to woo you in. You was able to feel him. Like, I hate him, but he did pass that damn healthcare reform. I'm able to have my Medicaid rider, whatever it is, you know, that they have, you know, or I hate him, but he did send out that relief, and I got me a brand new house, and you know, I mean, look, you know, I know that people experience that type of shit because I've heard people talking. And I know things that have happened during the time when this man was president. So it was, you could hate him if you wanted to. It was hard, but you could hate him if you wanted to. And you could talk yourself into hating him, but you kind of had to talk yourself into hating him. Our beautiful orange man, you don't have to talk yourself into shit. Republicans can't stand him. The house is leaking, Lord. The house is leaking for real. Oh yeah, the house is leaking, Lord. Somebody need buckets to fill those secrets. I'm just saying, like, there's a leak in that old building. And he's got to move. I'm telling you, man. Look, let me just say, I started this out talking about a movie, Slugatory, but this is not a uniform discussion about anything. I'm literally in the bathtub. I'm not taking notes about anything. I'm just giving my audience an opportunity to know my crazy. And my genius, and my arty, and my everything, you know, well, not everything, you know, because I ain't trying to turn the camera around, but it's not a uniform discussion. It's just me talking in the wind, you know, and everything that I say is not necessarily agreed upon by everybody. You know, that's the first thing. Everybody does not have to agree with what I say. I think that maybe something would be wrong if everybody did agree with what I say. Kind of like, what kind of training have I been, you know, I don't know. But because I'm in a learning process. I'm forever learning, in fact. I gotta make my water hot. Sorry, but I really love I love the water. Anyway, I think that what I'm doing, I feel like what I'm doing is giving an understanding to people that would like an understanding of someone that is just a regular individual, but might come across as revolutionary, that I'm a real human being, right? I'm a real human being. I'm about to get off too because I'm going to watch The Advisory Show. And that basically I would hope that the people that are my brethren, my kin people, you know, in a deeper way, would understand that when I say that black people have depth, that we have different degrees of us. We're not just one thing, even though we're one person, right? Even I'm talking about Father then. I'm talking about now me exclusively. I'm one person. I think different things, right? Right. We always assume that every other people has depth, and we think they think all kinds of deep things, and they're geniuses, and oh my God. And so we think that when people that look like us do these things, that's an anomaly, when really it's not. It's not. It's not. So this is us, and that I hope to offer to the opportunity for individuals to know that Black people, we think deep. You know, all of us have the capacity to think in degrees, to attain knowledge, wisdom, to have deep theoretical thoughts, but we are not being supported, not by ourselves, because of systematic racism. So sorry to say, this is true. And these are, you know, some of the effects of systematic racism. They keep you from thinking that you can think, that you can be different, that you can be more, that you can be broader than your situation that you're in, you know, at the present time. So just to let WSC know, we are in different degrees. We're not just whatever kind of perceptions that you have created of us. We're not that. And whatever perception that you've created and we have accepted, we're not that, and we're not just that. That is something that has been pressed upon us. The menu is getting bigger, though. Thoughts are exceeding the limits of the boundaries that we are locked into in some cases, which would be this country, which would be this country's thought process, which would be a corporate thought, right? So, and that's on a different level too. But anyway,
it would go like this: a rendezvous or a drop-off point would be picked out either by yourself or the.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna watch Philip the Advisor. I just forgot about all my little gadgets, child. This little YouTube live thing make you forget about all your gadgets. Like, you actually have a gadget that supports you looking at what's going on.
Then you would sign the card, and then the agent would sign the card. The reason for this is that all of a sudden the IRS became very interested about where you were getting all this extra money from. You could always tell them to go back to the bureau, and the bureau would have your cards on file.
Oh no, I don't know. Let me see, because if it's something like this, oh wow. Okay, so now, no, I'm not afraid to smile. I like to smile.
So I just hand it over. When you get to that point, just let them have it. Okay. All right. Go ahead. We got another little small box. So we're gonna open that one up.
Oh, Philip the Advisor show is actually opening up gifts. Man, that guy look like he been working out. Ah, YouTube gifts. YouTube gifts. The gifts that gives back to YouTube. Man, people will recognize you in public. It's because you're a woman. That's why it don't work for you. And you're beautiful.
And somebody said it was cheap. The last thing was cheap. They said it was cheap.
It is cheap, baby. But it's, you know. I am watching somebody's live and I'm on live. But ain't nobody watching my live because believe me, I have no subscribers. I have not been doing anything with my YouTube. I only do some things with my YouTube every now and again. I have really zero engagement with YouTube other than looking at others' YouTubes because I'm just seeing what's out there. You know, I'm seeing what's out there. I know what I want to speak on, but what I want to speak on is a little bit, it's out there. It's really out there. And like I said,
say it's fun. See, I like you. You good. See, one person say it was fun.
I got it.
You know what I'm saying? I like you. What they say? That's a lot. Just subscribe, man. Subscribe.
YouTube gifts. The gifts that keep giving back to YouTube.
Bear with me. You know, some things may like I say, some things that you may not, but at the end of the day, it's all love. You'll say, what? Y'all, he said y'all ugly. Well, like I said, your mama ugly too. So, there we go. We all ugly. Don't say that. Don't call him your names. Don't call your mama ugly. I didn't call him names. Or whoever that was that said his name. You don't know these people on this camera. You don't know what you call people ugly. Like, come on, man. If you give disrespect, you get disrespect back. It's just that simple. Okay. Okay, they say Cookie, they said you're pretty. One person said that. Thank you. I'm trying to read the comments. I cannot read it. They move so fast. I know. They'll got me dying. Well, yeah. Like, it pisses me off. Like, you know, y'all know this is totally out of my comfort zone. I don't be doing no unboxing videos. You don't see me on unboxing videos. Come on. That's my first one. That's our first one.
Okay, so I'm now involved in this. I got to get off of here. I said this was not going to be very long. Really, it's all about the beginning. Slurgatory. And look at this, y'all. Y'all think about this. Think about it, please. Let me know what you think. Things look different when you look at them different, don't they? Things look different when you look at them different, don't they? Hey, hey, hey. So anyway, I think that other queens look like me, boo. I ain't playing. I look like, yes. Oh. Okay, so that's very ghetto. I don't know. But I embrace the ghetto too at times. So, but now I'm leaving. And even I got a poor. I can't say poor in that language. Poor. Did I just say language in that dialect? Poor connection. And now it's going away. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so let me tell y'all. I just want to do this at the end of each one of my lives. I think I'm going to be doing this type of stuff. This is people that I want to suggest that y'all go and check out. Okay, now, these people are, to me, I think have very embracing information that is good, and sometimes information that's hard to eat, hard to swallow, but good. It's bittersweet medicine. Anyway, I'm going to think of 3 people. I think 3 people. No, you know, I'm just going to give 2. I'm just going to give 2, I think. Because I think, okay, no, I'm going to give 3. Okay, the first one that I am going to give is Philip the Advice Show. Philip the Advice Show. So, you could look that up on YouTube, and I think I'll even post it in the comments. You know, I think I will post it in the comments. Anyway, Philip the Advice Show. I don't know what China Fox situation is right now, but she's more like commentary on current events, what's going on, and she more talks about colorism and within our race how we can. I'm gonna say this how I feel like what she's doing. I'm not saying this is what she's doing, because other people probably think different thoughts. But I'm saying that she's offering us critique within our selves, within our kindred, so that we could do better. That's what I get from her. I don't know what anybody else gets from her. China Fox. Okay, so Philip the Advice Show, which is a news show giving you news, basically news that you're not going to usually get on the mainstream media. Okay, Philip the Advice Show, China Fox, and then there's someone who I just happen to like her because she's a good boost to your ego. She's a good boost. She's a good pick-me-up. And I'm sorry that I have a bit of this kind of whatever. I don't know what to say. But Cynthia G. I like her. She explains things in such a way that she's thorough. I like that. She's thorough. She's informative. I know it's, like, she's informative, she's thorough. She is no holds barred. She does not hold her tongue. She's a person, she's beautiful. She is empowered, and she is not afraid. And so I just happen to love this woman, Cynthia G. Okay? Cynthia G. So that's Philip the Advice Show, China Fox, and Cynthia G. Cynthia G. Okay, so those are the 3 people that I suggest on YouTube that you go look for. And then also, I don't know if China Fox has a Patreon, right? But I know that Cynthia G has a Patreon. I know that Philip the Advice Show has a Patreon. And let me just say one more too, because I'm sorry, y'all. I'm from the same neighborhood. His sister used to do my hair. And he's damn fucking good. And I'm just leave him gone on. I'm just leave him for afterwards, just for right now, as I'm leaving. But anyway, Cynthia G has a Patreon. I don't know if China Fox has a Patreon, and Philip the Advice Show has a Patreon, right? Those are the 3 I'm talking about. And then there is one that is special because I just thought of him, and I really would have thought of him before. And I love him. I love his commentary. I love the news that he gets out there. I love the work that I know that he puts into it. I love the fact that he don't have to do it, that he could be doing other things, and he really does take an interest in the black community and our empowerment. I love the fact that he's gritty. I love the fact that he is not afraid. I love the fact that he does not allow his fame to be the dictator of him. That he actually is in control of the fame instead of the fame being in control of him. That is Willie D. I'm sorry. Willie D is like he's just like number 1 to me. I love listening to his commentary. He's funny. He's gritty. He's honest. He's good. And he's also from my neighborhood. Hey! So, yeah. Those are the ones. I will say them one more time. Philip the Advice Show, China Fox, Cynthia G, and Willie D. And Willie D has a Patreon. Please go support. All right. I love y'all. Love yourselves. You are beautiful. Made in the beautiful carbon melanin design of God, the source. You're worth so much. Love you.